CNN News 18's Pallavi Ghosh joins us with more details. Two key reasons that have been cited by Donald Trump in slapping 25% tariffs on Indian goods is trade with Russia and the BRICS membership. Pallavi, before we talk about the tone and tenor of that message that's coming from the US president, let's first up ask you what this means for exports and a few sectors in particular in India.
Well, of course, there's a section of worry and apprehension, and it's understandably so. In fact, at the Parliament, when we were sitting and waiting, because just after the news broke, we did see some representatives of the traders community and also a member of Parliament, Mr. Praveen Khandelwal, go outside the Parliament, express his concern, but also, meeting the Commerce Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal. And you know what they're really hoping for, because one, the American negotiators are going to be arriving here sometime next month, and the story is not yet over. You know, there have been many instances, and there will be instances of negotiations and renegotiations, and India is closely watching what is the fine print. Now, there are, if you look at the figures which were released till June 2025 by the Commerce Ministry, there is an export surplus, and it's not correct to say when Donald Trump claimed that we don't have much trade with India. That's not entirely true, standing at 25.5%. In fact, America is the biggest and the largest trading partner of India, and it's not just a one-way traffic. Just as we depend a lot on their products, American markets also have substantially opened up to Indian markets, pharma, which of course is not under the tariff structure. But apart from that, many of the Indian agricultural products, automobile parts, smaller parts, labor-intensive products like footwear, carpetwear, all of them are very much a part of the popularity of the Indian products in America. Now, if America has imposed a huge tariff and there's a substantial amount of market for these Indian products, what it means is that American consumers will end up paying more. And this is giving hope to India that when that process of renegotiation begins, America is, of course, going to be easing up a bit from 25%.
Because America also depends on Indian products, especially in comparison to other countries like Brazil, for instance, and you've highlighted all of those aspects. Interestingly, the opposition was also quick to pick on this, and given the monsoon session of the Parliament is still underway, expecting some fireworks on that front, Pallavi?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Again, I remember the timing was really ironical. I mean, even as the trade tariff was announced by the American president, the Home Minister was ripping the opposition apart in Rajya Sabha. The entire India bloc walked out. They were objecting to a comment which was made by the Home Minister. And, one after another, the India bloc leaders started giving sound bites. And you just have to scroll through their responses coming in from, say, a Jairam Ramesh or a Derek O'Brien. All of them are now questioning the credentials of the Modi government. The biggest charge, and I think Rahul Gandhi had gone on record to say this, that, and I'm quoting him, that mark my words, India's trade tariff deal with America will be a sweet deal because we bent backwards to please America. According to opposition parties, India allowed America to broker the ceasefire between India and Pakistan in exchange and in anticipation of a positive, good trade deal. That hasn't happened. So now the question which opposition parties are asking is that what about your so-called friendship with Donald Trump? He's actually treated you pretty shabbily, and you have gone subservient to American demands. You allowed them to interfere in the India-Pakistan equations, and you've got absolutely nothing in return from them. And so I agree with you, Christine, I do see this issue now becoming a major one in which the opposition would certainly want to confront the government on.